Yo, this episode is brought to you by McCoy's Fine Cigars.
Located downtown Houston, Texas on 900 Capitol Street.
Be sure to check out McCoy's for all your tobacco and cigar needs.
Yo, episode 19, man. We back in it. We back at the
bubble. We in the
bubble.
We back to the bubble.
Back to the bubble, man. It's your boy Jay Jones.
It's your boy Bola.
It's KB.
So, we had been talking, behind the scenes about what we were going to talk about for the show for the week. And then some stuff happened on IG that just caught everybody's attention. And I was like, man, let me reach out to my boys and see. And I dropped it in the chat. KB's like, let's do it right away. So what we're going to talk about today is if ladies feel like sex is a chore to their man. Ooh-wee. So, how do we even get to that? I mean, honestly, I don't even know what how do I want to even start this? Because it's juicy.
reading because I saw we had it in another group chat as well.
Okay.
And
do tell.
From what we gathered, it was more the ladies making it a chore because, they're tired at the end of the day. And, I don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to, kind of deal. So my thing is, I said this before. If your lady feels like it's a chore, you probably picked the wrong lady. Let's be honest.
The boogie ain't got the woogie.
Yeah, you probably picked the wrong lady. Let's just be honest.
But check this out though. So if you listen to the clip, because I had saw it on Twitter first, and Buddy said, and man, women was lighting him up. He said, why did you want me to be in a marriage?
That was a kind of a separate.
But he was trying to tie it in though, right? He was trying to
me, he couldn't really tie that in.
He was trying. What was he trying to say in your eyes?
He was basically saying, at that point, he was saying, okay, well, if you think this is a chore and it's something that I want, then why do you want basically men to be monogamous? Why you want them to have one lady if you feel like it's a chore? Somebody else will take care of that chore for you, basically, what he was saying. And then he made it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then he made it to like, okay, well, then how can we do, basically tied the marriage in. Like, okay, well, he didn't say she forced him into marriage, but she hinted that marriage is what was next on her agenda. So he broke it down into two separate type of things. Like, okay, well, this is one thing, but you want me to be monogamous, but then you still forced marriage, forced with quotation marks. Like,
so pretty much he's trying to say is like, man, I could have been out here getting all types of booty,
basically.
But you said, hey, if I marry you, we do this union, we build, but I'm still getting booty.
Right.
On demand.
That's what he was trying. That's exactly what he was. That's exactly what he was saying. Like, and the way they chopped the clip up wasn't fair to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I know he got a podcast.
Yeah. So the way they chopped it up wasn't really fair to him, but at the same time, you set yourself up. You threw yourself the alley-oop to get.
So let me talk to my island brother over here. Cause he's always out there on that island by himself.
I stay
Stay
on the island.
Had to check. What's your thoughts?
I'm just gonna back it up to B's initial statement. Let's take the word chore out of it.
Okay.
Let's say our significant others or the ladies out there have a lot going on. So if we take the word chore out of it and it's just, hey, I have a lot going on, sex is the last thing on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So if I am doing it, I'm doing this just for you. So it is a chore in a sense, but it's more so I'm feeling like I have to do this.
She was pity sex.
Does sex become a chore when you have kids?
Because see, we talked about like
because
scheduling dates.
before you had kids, you know, you can come home
We
from
can
work and it
do
was
it
just
anywhere.
but not that. Even if before you had kids, let's say when you didn't have serious jobs, you was just out and you still, you know.
But no, I'm saying even with serious jobs, like if you didn't have kids, you could wake up, yeah, you can get you a
Yeah.
boogie woogie in the morning.
Maybe at lunch.
And like,
Like I read one comment on there also, and it was saying that, okay, well, fellas, if you think it's a chore and she's always saying she's tired, try and figure out what she's tired from
And help out.
and help out. Then you alleviate some of that stuff that's on her plate.
But then that opens up a whole nother Pandora's box, because what if she's tired of you?
Right.
How do you fix that?
And that's what it comes down to the beginning. Maybe you chose the wrong one.
Ooh, that's tough.
And you can
Because
we
we
can't
talked
get
about
divorced behind sex.
we talked about this in the other group chat too. We said, well, one of the guys was like, well, he was trying to say basically that ladies, you know, get bored with their guys regardless if they're married or not. And we had to refute that. We said, no, first of all, you're not married, so you can't really say that.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's different circumstances. You can't blanket all women into saying, okay, all women do this because of this. That's not fair to all women.
True.
And then we had to tell them, hey, it might be you. Like,
Yeah.
like she might be bored of you.
Yeah.
So what would you say? He was saying the sex was boring, or he was saying, or
He was talking about basically she kept saying she's tired, this and that. And we had to tell her, hey, if your lady is sexual before y'all get married, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be sexual when y'all are married.
okay.
Yeah.
So if she stops being sexual in the middle of y'all marriage, it might be you.
It might be.
Yeah.
But
It might be you. You gotta take your ego aside and say, maybe I'm trash.
A little Chardonnay.
man.
What Chef Tune said,
Maybe
get that
I'm
lobster.
trash.
Get that lobster, you crack that lobster open, put some butter on it.
We gotta get the juices flowing.
Yeah,
man.
you have to, and that's the thing about keeping your relationship fresh. You know what I'm saying? We talked about doing date nights and all that stuff.
Let me throw a curveball.
Shoot, go throw it.
Let's say you do what Brother Bowler said. You pull out all the stops.
And it still
Still
there.
ain't there. Is that a divorce-worthy offense?
See, I don't want to. I don't want to go straight to
You went-
divorce behind.
But I'm asking you. I ain't
Yeah.
saying, I'm saying.
Shame about that action.
Hold on. I'm saying this. I'm not saying, hey, we need a divorce. I'm just saying, if you are out here making all attempts to make sure you get your boogie woogie, you doing what she asked or what her needs are being taken care of, and nothing is happening, does that now come across your mind as like, hey, because I'd rather a man divorce than go cheat.
Yeah, or here we go. We go back to what we talk about all the time: communication. If it's to that point to where it's now like the rest of our partnership is A1, and we just lack in the sex department. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Then shoot, let's sit down. Like what's gonna work for you? What's gonna work for what can we do? Like, do we need to bring somebody in off the bench?
So,
Nigga think he Phil Jackson.
Yeah. But think about that. Like, I don't know what that would be
but
like.
you know how insane that would be.
Man, but
Baby,
like,
I'm heading out. I'll be back. And she knows. All right. You make sure you have protection. Be safe. Like,
but hey, if you really think about the Smiths, Will Smith, them. They say they got a life partnership, so they not getting no divorce. So, and this is a very drastic example.
okay.
But I'm just going back to communication. If y'all are great together, and now all of a sudden that's just one area where y'all are lacking,
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to go try all the stops first. Like, you got to do the counseling. You got to go do the lobsters. You got to do your part. You know what I'm saying? And if at the end of that we still struggling, then it's like, okay, what Because you don't want something like that to be the downfall of your relationship. Like, you don't want your marriage to fail because you're not getting enough.
Yeah, I mean, but
Sex.
when you think about it, when you go back and look at the vows, like that's, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like the boogie woogie.
Yeah.
So I mean, through sickness and health, and then if you ain't getting your sex,
I think it's really
He said divorce worthy.
straight to it, huh?
That's wild.
No sex, divorce.
Yeah.
Ain't got time for
I ain't got
this.
time for-
Still in my prime.
Still young, everything's working. I don't need no pill. I got to take advantage.
You got to, but
Yeah, week 6 she wasn't talking about it no more. So I went ahead and said I'm done.
yeah. To happy and to whole, huh?
But you can't tell me, like, I ain't gonna say
To happy and to whole. What is that?
To
To happy and to whole.
I'm saying, like, think about it, because we talked about this a few episodes back about male egos, right? And when you schedule that appointment and it don't go through, and you be sitting there, okay, I'll give her a day, and we'll see.
Maybe two.
We'll see. But think about like how your mind starts wondering after you can did what was told. That'd be like on the same, like for you, all right, Bowler, call you in office. We need you to hit these quotas, and you do that, get a bonus and a raise. And you like, shit, that's nothing. I'm about to go and knock that out.
Yeah.
You knock it out, and nothing happens. No bonus, no raise, nothing. And you sitting there like, man, let me get on Indeed and start looking for me a new gig.
First of all, I would have put it in writing first.
So you putting the sex
that's
in
a
writing.
smart man right there.
You putting the sex in writing
You
too?
put it in writing.
Baby, if I do all this for you.
I have it in writing. you gotta.
I can see Bo at the courthouse with
You ain't lying.
paperwork.
You ain't lying.
Your Honor, here's the contract.
That's actually
Yeah.
pretty smart. I mean, you already did your vows. Maybe it's a sex contract with blood.
Contract.
I need a blood
Bro, we're
signature.
gonna get some
on that.
fellas out here in trouble trying to come to
Hey.
hey woman, hey, sex contract.
Nah, but I think you have to, like I said, you got to pull out all the stops. But I hear where you're going and what you're saying, and I think you can start wondering, like, well, shoot, what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I not doing enough around the house? Am I not doing this or that? Well, hell, maybe I'm just not good.
Yeah, because I think like, how can I put it? Most men look at it as like, yo, when you get married, it's like, yo, I got that in house. Like it's not like I was single where I'm out here chasing for it. So it's like I'm providing for the household.
Right.
I'm doing everything.
I
and then
dropped all that
for
just this
this.
A1 right here. That's what I
And
dropped
I can't get.
and I can't go backwards. So how do we move forwards?
And I think
Forwards.
Bola made a great point. Like you definitely got to make sure your woman her needs are kept. And that's great advice. I just want to be. I'm just trying to play the role of devil's advocate and just make sure, like, what if everything is taken care of?
Man, if you done did all that, like I say,
Divorce?
hey, we
okay.
gotta we gonna do some
Divorce.
communication. You gonna have me looking at like, hold on, brother.
I'm all good. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like Buddy off ATL with the cereal.
You ain't getting no cutty.
Who ain't getting no cutty?
You ain't getting no
I got some cutty last night.
No, I think you gotta pull out all the stops, and then after that, it's just communication. Like, where are we in our relationship? Like, why is this not fun anymore? Like, we was doing a whole lot, you know what I'm saying, before we got in a serious relationship or before we got married. And if that, starts to come to a halt, you gotta look at your situation that you're in. You might have kids now. You might, you might work more than you used to. She might work more. She might have, side gig. You know what I'm saying?
She
like,
might be going through what is the word I'm looking for? She might be having mental. I ain't saying issues, but something that's going on that's blocking her from even having that sexual drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might need to go to counseling to, see what's going on in her head.
But also, and this is easier said than done, but a lot of women just want to feel sexy, and that's on us to make sure that they, feel sexy about themselves and they feel good about themselves. And
you speak about that. What if you ain't got that sexy body that you once had? Not I'm saying like she looking at you got fat. What if I don't want that?
Huh? Wait, I think you talking about her.
No, I'm talking about she looking at you like,
I was about to say, pass me the tequila.
Jones, is you all right?
This episode has been brought to you by Judge Mathis.
by such and such funeral home.
That's what it did.
No, I'm saying like
But
you
that's
out here talking about you want all this sex and like you might be the issue too. Like, man,
that's what I said. That's what I said in the beginning. You might be the issue.
You ain't out here six packed up like.
See, and
beer
that
belly,
but that and that
peach juice.
That's a good point though. That's a good point, and vice versa. Like we don't want to touch on that.
Yeah.
We don't want to touch on that subject too much. But if you were attracted to, let's say, because you don't want to just say you were attracted to your wife or significant other because of their physical being, but what if that does change dramatically? One. Yeah, no, you really don't want to think about it, but what if it changes dramatically? Like, yes, I fell in love with a heart. That's the great pod answer. But, like,
who falls in love with hearts?
Oh, I'm just saying.
You don't see a heart when you see somebody walking.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
you
then that brings.
Boogie.
Yeah,
It's all physical attraction in the beginning because you don't know them like that.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to. Thank you for saying that.
He was trying to get off the island, man.
No. I'm cool. There's a good breeze out here on the island. Wi-Fi sucks, but no. But seriously though, with that, is there a level of what do you call it? What do you want to say?
I know what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
if things change dramatically, either way. You know what I'm saying? Does she have the right? Like, hey, you ain't as sexy as you used to be. You done started drinking.
There's ways of putting it. Because I hope you wouldn't tell your lady that.
No,
you don't look like that no more.
I had a friend back in the Gap. They were on the verge of looking at marriage, but it didn't work out.
Oh, I can tell because the way this
how the story started.
Yeah. He was very into weightlifting, gym. Just and he wanted his
physical
lady,
fitness.
He wanted his lady to get her figure in shape, and she just wasn't into it.
Did he?
And that caused a rift. And
was she always not into it?
I don't think she was. But
then that's on him.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't work. But I'm just saying, like, you can't.
And I don't fault him. If that's what he wanted.
But I'm saying you can't force somebody that isn't, But I'm saying that for that situation, that is a big B. Hope he does not.
Talking about Ebola.
Goodness.
Hold up. Pause that.
Goodness. Yeah, that B gone now. You ain't got to worry about Ebola. Don't be too scared. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, he can't force her to be who he wants her to be. But to get back on track of what KB was saying, though, like, if you with your woman or vice versa, let's just say it like that, vice versa, y'all came into a relationship, nice figures, y'all both attracted to each other, and one of y'all loses that. Does that serve ground to force that person to get back to that? Or if she doesn't want to or he doesn't want to, does that even make you want to leave?
See,
I'm not tripping. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You don't care, huh?
The thick of the snicker.
Here you go.
I ain't gonna lie to
you.
That boy said he gonna matter. He gonna get it.
But you gotta understand that. Let's just talk about.
There's some people that there's some people who care. Like, you might be different. You might. I ain't tripping shit. You still get it in. I ain't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
But there's some people.
Right.
But there's some people who like, no, you have to fit in a certain mold. When we got together, you were this size and this and they're entitled to that. I'm not one of those.
But what if? Okay, let's just talk. What if? Let's say you came into. all you dated was super skinny chicks. That's
Mhm.
all you. That's all you dated, right?
Okay.
You get married to your super skinny chick,
Super skinny.
and now let's just say she had the babies.
Okay.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then let's just say she's gone through some things, and now she's not a super skinny chick. Like, if this is something that you like, let's just say, I'm trying to think of any other physical attributes.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But
I get where you're going.
if it's a drastic change, like, because this is what you like.
There-
If you were to leave your relationship and go out into the world and get to next, you would probably go for that same skinny chick. So how does it change your perception?
This is my thing. Like,
you're not gonna get.
and if there's no
you're not gonna get that
sex.
same
there was-
soul.
yeah, and then there was to me there was reasons behind her body changing.
Yeah, I mean, you
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
you can't fault a woman for giving you the greatest gift in the world, a child,
And then body not bouncing back 100%,
and
like
you out
that.
here mad, like what the like.
Because our bodies ain't bouncing back from 3 beers.
Now
Like
you
what we
shallow,
said.
you lame.
Yeah, like
you
to me that
But see that, and it goes to show, like, if that's your reason for not being attracted, because you like what you like.
But then at the same time, you get what you get. So if you mess around and say, "Hey, baby couldn't bounce back to the size I wanted," and I go to the next chick that's that size,
and then she not like
and she not like baby
You go-
personality wise,
Oh yeah, you ain't never going
you out of there.
That's what I'm saying.
because you get married for more than the
the
physical.
Right.
appearance.
You know what I'm saying?
It's,
Like,
it's the soul. Like
yeah,
You got
who
married
she
because you
is.
got past. Honestly, you got past the
the
appearance.
looks.
Once you got married, it's because you got past.
Think
All
about
right,
it.
so
Women,
you got past
women,
that.
women get around you, they don't do nothing. They don't burp, they don't fart, nothing. Like they trying to have this perfect appearance. And then once y'all get past that surface level, then you start seeing all of
Bam.
yeah,
Oh, that's how you feel?
You really
You're not gonna turn the vent on in the bathroom when
So,
you
like-
leave? You warned me or something?
So like you get past that.
Oopsie, I did it.
Oopsies.
You
What you mean
get-
oopsies?
you get past
that came
that.
from your gut. What you mean oopsie? You knew that was coming.
You get past that and you get the real her. So now, like, just because she gained a little weight or whatever, now you back out here in the field.
In the field.
In the field.
Yeah,
and
in the
you looking
trenches.
you looking at her like, damn, Shawty bad. Not knowing what's past bad. What Shawty like when
Yeah.
that makeup come off? Like, she not like wifey.
Or my baby can cook. My baby can balance a checkbook. Like it's so many different things. And like I said,
That boy said balance a checkbook.
Yeah, that's important. But you know what I'm saying? But
They got an app for that now.
right. Plug that in. Throw the numbers in there, let the computer do the work. But yeah, no, I'm just saying,
Take
like,
a step further. Does
Uh-oh.
mama approve?
oh shoot.
Oh, you know, mom's not gonna approve after you done brought 2 grandkids in and she loves and now because you just want somebody who's skinny.
Talk about what would your mama say if you was like, Mom, think about letting her go. Why? I ain't get sex and she kind of gained some weight on me.
Or lost it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be anything, you know,
Did
like
your daddy leave me?
We stuck through it through all.
Hey, yeah, that's now you getting beat up by all sides, mama and
Man, we
baby.
looking
Yeah.
at you crazy.
Mm.
I
Oh,
can't
shallow
believe Your
behind.
son left her for that.
For that?
Mm. But see, that's the
He
thing, though.
went shit
Like,
anyways.
I think when you out here dating and that kind of stuff happen, maybe you can be
get away
shallow.
with, yeah, you can get away
you know
with
what
that
I'm
being
saying?
shallow when
But
you're
when
dating.
you
'Cause
when
you're
you
not,
get married, though, like I said, you get married for more than the physical. So here's the thing: like, can you have that conversation? Like, real talk. Could you have a conversation? What does that conversation even look like to tell your significant other? And vice versa. Like, how would she
I
talk to
wouldn't even
me
have that
if I just let myself go?
I'm not having that
I might-
conversation.
What if I just let myself go?
I
and
might step on some toes with this comment though, but
still, man, I
would,
gotta-
would
got extra sand out
fellas
here.
be able to still be with a woman if they were forced to take like a 3-month sex break?
wait, run that back.
So would you be able to still be with your woman if you couldn't have sex with her for 3 months?
Shoot, you do that during
But I'm just saying, like, we ain't talking about pregnancy or after. I'm saying, like,
she just didn't want to do it.
yeah, I'm saying if that's what you like, if that's what you think is most important, like your relationship really ain't.
Was there a
based
reason
off-
for it?
No, I'm just saying because I'm thinking back about how old dude was like, man, I ain't getting no sex, and you thinking how like what's going on with her.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying?
So if there's no communication as to why there hasn't been any sex, like let's say you trying to get frisky at nighttime and nothing happens, she kind of push you off, like, and that's 3 months worth of doing that, and we ain't had no communication as to, hey, I'm dealing with something or what.
Well,
it's just cold. It's just cold shoulder.
I'm just saying. Yeah, well, like that, Law.
Like what,
Law said Joan off Girlfriends has a 3-month rule. Would you still date her if you couldn't have sex for 3 months? Well, I'm saying like
you have
choices. Yeah. I'm talking about, all right, for instance, if you're so mad about sex,
I'm dating her too.
Getting the boogie woogie from
I'm trying to place it in the most understandable
realistic.
way. If your marriage is if your marriage is strong, would 3 months of sex affect that? No sex, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, not that she's not having sex. I'm just saying, like, if there was like someone's like, hey, could you go 3 months without sex with your wife? Would your marriage still be as strong as it would be with sex? Is what I'm trying to say. Because if you can't sit there and say yes, there might be some. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, and I'm just gonna take it to the tent and just basically say that if that's the case, B, what would you do?
Well, you say would your marriage be as strong?
Like if you're basing everything like,
I don't think your marriage is gonna take like a drastic dip, but
it's gonna be something to talk about.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, is for some guys, sex is end all be all. Like, if that's the case, what is your marriage?
They must have bills and all kinds of stuff.
If I can't get sex, then what? Why did you want me in the? Like stuff like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's tough.
It's tough because
I'm not knocking no guy that thinks like that. Because
especially if that's what you.
That's what
if you signed up. If you signed up for it,
I'm just saying, like, at one point, is your marriage not just strictly solely based off just sex? You know what I'm saying?
And a serious relationship, like, shoot.
For you to be like, hey, if I ain't getting it, I'm out. Like,
I think it's got to be something. For me personally, it would have to be something coupled with that. Like, it can't be just sex. That's what I'm saying. But that's honestly in a marriage. To me, from my point of view, that is a big.
It's a big thing, but like for someone to say, "Man, I'm out," and if you gonna have you have kids,
that is wild.
If you have kids, that's crazy. But if you're just you and her, still that's wild. That you like, yo, I'm out. We ain't having the sex I want. It's like, damn, bro. Like, y'all, what else did y'all build? There nothing else in this.
Yeah.
You was just looking at her strictly as like, that's my wife. That's transactional right there.
Transactional, but
you know, $10 in this thing, and you can get to work
off the purse.
right. And I'm gonna say before kids, I don't want to say transactional because that's definitely a insane word. But at the same time, I think you have the freedom to, like, there shouldn't be a whole lot of excuses as to why. Like, once you have kids can be an excuse for every single thing. I'm tired. I've been with the kids all day. Hell, I've been feeding the kids. Like,
I'll comment, man. I got the kids.
I'm tired. All you have to do is say, I'm tired. I've been with the kids. Either way, like, the other partner's gonna understand that, like, because kids are a handful. But I do think that you just have to have. It has to be open communication. I think I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, y'all have to be on the same page. If things are lacking in that department, then we need to sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what everybody's relationship is different. So after that talk, after that sit down, what are your options? You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, that's the best question. Like, if the sex isn't being had, but I'm saying if the sex isn't being had, and it's one of those things where it causes rifts.
I get what you're saying. okay, if
What are
you
my
have
options?
a sit down, the sit down brought some options. You did those options, still no sex. You go to counseling, they
Shit.
give you options. You work those options,
Mm.
still no sex. I'm trying to think of what's next. I mean, you've
After
talked
counseling?
after counseling. After you talk to your wife after counseling, maybe talk to your
Divorce.
pastor and see what he say. Pray about it. If that's not it,
I'm prayed. I'm put my hands together too many times. Like, what you gonna do after that though? Like, there ain't no other options
now
except
now the papers get pulled out.
for you. So Jones is sit down together,
Talk.
canceling
No,
after that.
No.
Oh.
Sit down. You talk to her. She's going to give you her issues,
Her reasons.
her reasons. If you check
Understandably.
them out, check off.
You done worked on it. You've been doing that.
I'm putting in the work.
Yeah.
That don't work.
Yeah.
You go to counseling. The counselor's going to give you options, a checklist to do.
Yeah.
If you check them off and there's still no
Then you go to pastor.
pastor prays and tells y'all what y'all need to work on in the family,
Need to pray on it.
you check them off. Now
What's
what?
next?
Is it the papers?
Dang, Jones, y'all can't separate.
I really
Good night.
hate separation though, man.
Well,
Like-
separation gonna get you.
Separation gonna get you in some trouble.
Yeah, because we ain't think about. Look, I'm gonna just say, and I'm gonna stay on this.
In all reality, what is separation?
I'm gonna go play on this jungle gym on the island. But separation to me is like, shoot,
a free pass.
that's a pass.
That's a pass.
I
What
ain't
is-
doing no. I'm personally, I wouldn't be able to do separation.
I couldn't do
Like,
separation. You might as well. We just
I
might as
gotta
well.
I just going by what I see on TV.
Nah,
I
that's
thought they separate on
crazy.
TV, don't they?
Nah, look.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, we've been separated for about a year.
And
doing our
dudes be
thing.
really using that line.
Nah,
me,
look.
Me and wife
if
we
I'm-
separated, but what's good with you?
If I'm separated, this is only speaking for me. I wouldn't know how to be separated, especially if I'm not in the house. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of me being
Separated,
to think
single.
about what? I know what I'm feeling. I know what you feeling. And if we not on the same page and we done did all these different steps, then we need to, I don't want to say get the papers, but we really need
that's
to get
it.
back to the table. Yeah,
It's
It is what it is.
If
Like,
you
this
separate-
ain't working.
If you separating and the separation is because you not getting the boogie woogie,
Us-
what do you think you gonna do when you separate?
it's first night.
I thought
First
she-
night.
Transaction.
But ain't that
First
that
night.
what y'all separating for?
If you not getting the like, if your wife says, "Hey,
So you're giving her an opportunity to go see why she wouldn't give you Boogie Woogie too.
Well, sure.
yeah, that's what I'm
Hey.
saying." Like,
Yeah.
what is the purpose of
Then-
separation?
And then you're okay, nah, that's not what I want.
Yeah, like, cause that's when you're gonna start missing the soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, all this boogie woogie was good, fun. You know, we done did everything, but ain't
That divorce
nobody.
can cost you some money.
but what if y'all got?
If,
Yeah.
To say y'all gonna get back together.
But I'm saying, what if y'all? Okay. Now that separation now leads to
You can tell.
somebody
When,
gonna get their feelings hurt.
Hey, you can tell when the
Both people gonna
drink
get
start.
no. Somebody gonna because somebody
both gonna get the feelings hurt.
somebody gonna be like, "Hey, I was out here."
And she
ain't
gonna be
what I
first.
want."
Ooh.
You should
See,
go be
yeah,
first.
you know it's different
No,
though.
I'm saying somebody gonna be like, "Hey, I'm out here. This is not what I want." And the other person like, "Shit, I'm out here. This is what I want."
And that's
Right.
gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt.
That's
gonna,
what I said. Somebody gonna get their feelings
You know what I'm
hurt.
saying? Like, I don't
You
think.
thinking you coming home, baby? I was out here.
Hey,
It wasn't what I wanted. Well, shit, I was out here, and
hey,
That's what I want.
I don't
That's-
care. I
that's-
don't care what no guy say.
That's circumstances.
It's a gazillion times worse if y'all do that separation and she get one boogie woogie to your 30. It's like, wait,
You
hold
did
on.
what?
Hold on. Wait, who?
You can kiss him. Tell me you can kiss him.
Oh, Oh.
You don't even a kiss.
Oh.
A kiss. You kissed him.
On the
you,
lips.
you a hoe now. You a hoe now.
I
you
can't
out here,
believe
you out here being a hoe.
No, you out there.
That's what you
So
do
you
to
went on
me.
a date
Yeah,
and he
Denzel.
dropped you off at my. Oh, you a. Mm-mm.
Hey,
You got
Denzel.
kids.
You gotta hit him with that Denzel. You think y'all can do this to me?
You mother. You at the time?
I'm putting all
on papers. Put papers on all you motherfuckers.
How dare you?
No,
Did he
hey.
drop you off?
Real talk. You could be having the time of your life out every
I'm telling
weekend,
you.
3 nights a week, getting it in.
It be one
you hear
day.
that? You hear that one
But
story?
that's what you asked for.
I seen
I'm
your,
just
I
saying
seen your
that-
lady out here with some. I seen your lady
You get
out
that
here.
phone, now you
She
in
was
the
out
car.
here. Remember Jerome that used to go to high school with us? I see her, Jerome.
Not Jerome.
Where y'all at? Where at Grooves?
Oh.
Now you outside Grooves.
She said she hated grooves.
Now
Oh,
you
now she in
outside.
there.
You outside Grooves with the window down looking.
Hey,
She gonna come out.
man.
Damn,
She ain't never
it
two-step
is
with you.
Jerome.
That is
Shit.
Jerome.
She ain't never did a 2-step with you. Now she out there with Jerome. Now that would hurt.
When you start wearing heels like that?
Oh, you been wearing kitten heels all this time. Now you want to put on them red bottoms? Who bought the red bottoms?
We
Oh,
didn't have
Jerome
that in
got
the budget.
money.
We didn't have that in the budget.
Jerome got money
Yeah.
too. Oh,
Jerome took
okay.
care
That's
of
a
you.
bet.
Okay.
Man, I'm telling you, that will hurt.
No, that's gonna hurt.
But I'm saying like that's what you asked for when you said, okay, well, this what I want. I need this,
I
and
think
this.
the big
Then
question-
you put yourself, you open yourself up for that.
The big question is it worth it? Is sex really worth you doing separation or divorce?
No, I think that could be
No,
worked.
I'm saying
to me
for
that could be
anybody.
worked out.
Not you. We know you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
But I'm for anybody it can be worked out. Like you got into the relationship. If you got into a relationship because of sex, then
Yeah,
Then
you
you
not,
out of there.
and you're
That's
not,
what I'm
getting,
saying, you
you're
out
not
of there.
getting married for it.
yeah,
No.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that.
Now, she might be the best you ever
That's some
had. You know what I'm
crazy
saying?
wop.
That could get
That's some crazy wop.
Yeah.
We're out here buying rings off the wall.
Yeah, like you know what? Yeah,
No compatibility.
I gotta hold this down.
That's
Yeah,
why
this
it's
is too
on
good.
you.
This is
I gotta hold. Yeah, I'm hold. Tomorrow, I'm in the jewelry store.
I'm in K Jewelers.
Yeah. I'm
Nobody
peeping.
else can have this.
I'm peeping. Nah,
This me, y'all.
Them idiots let a good one go. Nah, locking this down tomorrow.
She can't boil water. Put that water.
Yeah. Hey, she got that wop. It's a wrap. Boy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. And we laugh about this, but, like,
hey,
somebody really did that.
who me?
Somebody. Hey, go ahead, cut this. Cut that. Like, bring it back like 5. I think 5 seconds back would be good enough.
Whoa! How my dude in the apartment above me did? Wow!
Yeah,
That was incredible.
Yeah,
Hey, you got what? You have.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have one of them moments, and it's like, yeah, she done changed my life. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
can't be out of there.
Man, it got me in tears, bro.
Nah, but real,
Oh.
but
Yeah,
but
Can't be on the ranch water, y'all. He about to drown in it.
hey, but real talk, man. You gotta
Ah.
keep your house in order, man. I pray.
What?
What kind of comeback statement is that?
Where the hell did that come from?
My side hurt, man. I went back to episode 12.
Oh, you said you gotta keep his house in order.
The hell is this man?
Oh my god, man.
This
Hey,
episode is brought to you by
by Terramana Tequila.
Boy, this boy out of there.
Oh man.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
nah, hey.
fellas.
Y'all had them
Don't let
talks,
the
man.
WAP ruin your relationship. That's what KB is trying to say.
Yeah. Don't let the WAP be the reason for the drop, you know? You don't want to drop your wife just because now she not giving you that that loving no more.
Yeah,
You
tripping.
know what I'm saying? I still don't know what the answer is. After like, you know what I'm saying?
You can
After
only speak, like I
communication.
said, you can only speak for yourself. Like, I
Bro,
don't,
take it home, man.
I-
Take it home.
We going home?
No,
Oh,
take-
yeah, y'all
Bolo,
going
take it
home.
like,
I'm gonna go
yeah, maybe,
Give me a
maybe not
cup.
going home. He,
go give me a
we got-
coconut water over here.
We got a special
You
room
out
for
of
him
there.
in there. But like I said, we can always speak for each other, like speak for ourselves, right? So with me, like I said, if that's the case, then you got with the wrong one. Like if things change that dramatically from the beginning to now, then y'all need to sit down, or you got with the wrong one. Let's just, it's easy.
Yeah, because after I just don't.
I don't see how it could be a dramatic.
I'm still tripping on
Change.
the separation thing, like how that like somebody would have to come on the pod and tell me like, hey, we both were separated. We stayed faithful throughout the separation while we tried to figure
why
out.
you separating?
No, that's what
I'm
need.
saying. But it's a lot
so
of.
if anybody is out there that has separated
for any reasons, please reach out to us and let us know how that went. Like, were you, however long y'all was separated, did y'all stay faithful throughout the separation? And what brought y'all back?
Why would you stay faithful during
because
separation?
I mean we trying to be realistic here. Like I want to know if there is somebody out there that could have did that.
Because why would you get a separation rather than just getting a divorce? If you done with that person, a separation is to what? Hopefully get back together?
You're trying to
right? Ain't that what a separation is for?
Some space.
Get some
space.
I need to think on some things. So while you thinking on them things, are you doing your own thing? Like is separation a pass to go out and see if you really want this life?
I don't think it's a pass. I think it's
no.
Literally, you have to.
You have some people out here that may use a separation as like time apart may bring us closer together, and if we just break from each other, hopefully our love grows stronger as we're away, and that brings us back. And Boogie Woogie included.
Well, yeah, any of that stuff, but.
We're trying to see, is there anybody that has done that, or is it just, hey, we separated, I'm getting mine, and
or
then,
you just don't talk about it? Like, do you go out? I really want to know this.
You come back to the house smelling like a Goodyear tire.
Okay, but separation people separate and be in the same household. Some people separate and they go their separate ways. Like, the guy might go get his own place and she stay at the crib. Like, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what
if y'all saying the same.
I had a coworker. I'm gonna ask him. I had a coworker because he just told me he was separated from his wife and he just like ended his lease on his apartment and he's back with her.
See that's the kind of stuff like we'll dive into later, but that's really an interesting topic, and I would need somebody who's been through it to really speak on it, because I just don't see. Honestly, I just don't see the point.
Are you out here dating, knowing that you still married? Like, that's.
Imagine being separated in the same household.
You can't bring them home.
No, you can't do that. But not even that. Let's just say being accountable as far as what time you come in the crib. You could come in late, and the other person gonna in their head, you know, they thinking like, well, what you been doing? You get in at 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, the other partner gonna be wondering like what they was doing, but you don't have, y'all are separated, so you really can't even ask them questions like that. I wouldn't think. So I don't know. I'm super interested to know what that even looks like. Not just because I'm interested. Like that's weird to me.
Try it out.
Huh? Oh shoot!
We got a test subject. Try it out,
bro. Nah.
Okay.
Nah. You ain't even got an email. We ain't even doing that. No, sir.
Okay, I ain't got nothing to do with this one.
Nah. But honestly, I've heard, because think about it. Think about how many times you've heard people say we're separated. What does that mean? Because to me, it's like, if things don't work, shoot, we getting out of here. It's a divorce. Like, I just don't I just personally don't understand the point of a separation.
Money, that boogie make you do some wild things.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, and yeah, I know you're going to get out there and you're going to have your fun, but just think about us right now. Like, if we just started going out all the time, we would get bored quickly, because we already know what it's like. We already know what it is. It's going to be fun for a second.
I just think like what comes with the separation. Like, now you separated, you out here buying new clothes.
You gonna feel good about yourself for a little bit.
Get out there in the streets and
you gonna shine. Yeah. You Monzier of the week. You in the mix.
Man, get my pick, Matt.
Yeah.
In the mix.
Yeah, you in the mix. We live, man. But that's gonna get old. It's gonna get old real quick. And it's like, if you really have a solid foundation with your partner, then I think that brings you back. It reels you back into like, hey man, I could do this at any point in my life. Like, I can go out, I can have fun. But at the end of the day, like, this person who I've been with, if you built a solid foundation and y'all built on more than just physical appearance and sex, then you're gonna be able to like see that and come on, how D-Lo say? Come on back home. Come on. Yeah, so it's like, hey man, You ain't missing too much. You ain't missing too much. So build your solid foundation. Once you jump that broom,
I mean, it's pretty much
Get
the
a room.
same.
jump that broom and get a room.
Everybody got the same thing. You know, some might be a little whoppier than others, but
Hey,
at the end of the day, is that whop worth your funds, your sanity,
your fun or your funds?
your funds? You can always get fun. Your funds,
Cause that divorce taking them funds and everything and your fun.
divorce, alimony, child support
Bruh.
versus the whop.
The occasion, because look,
The
let's
occasional
go
walk.
back to the original subject, and we're gonna get out of here. But even pity sex is sex. you
I got mine.
It
You
can be a
what Bernie
chore.
Mac say?
It can be a chore all day long.
What Bernie Mac said, you better get yours.
Yeah. At the end of the day, hey,
I get mine.
what it say on Instagram? I gave you a pity like. It's still a like. It got me to 100. That pity sex still got me sleeping well.
I
So
still
hey,
heat.
I'm good.
So, final thoughts.
What did KB say, man?
Oh, yeah.
Keep your household in order.
Keep your household in order.
Love your kids.
Love your kids. Love your wife. Love your family. Love your life.
Nah, oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't say
All
that
right,
wild.
Nah, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just gonna say, hey, let's do our part, fellas, and let's remind our ladies how sexy they are. Let's do our part. Let's cook these lobsters. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a weekend.
Let's fold some clothes.
Let's fold some clothes.
Cue that J. Cole.
Yeah, I'm trying to fold clothes with you. Hey, but do everything. Do our part. Let's do our part. Find out where we are lacking.
And be better husbands.
And let's just hope we don't get to that stage to where, shoot, I done did all that. I done cleaned everything. You know what I'm saying? What we said, we was putting the shingles on the house. We done did all that.
Put the ball back in their court.
Yeah, and once we get to
the
that,
chips fall where they made.
yeah, that's all I got.
For me, man, great episode, fellas. I think we've helped someone out there. Hopefully, we get someone to hit our inbox up and let us know about separation. Big shout out to McCoy's Fine Cigars and Doc. We're able to link up and create a partnership where we get some cigars on the pod. We talk about them.
Yes, sir.
We smoke them. You know, it's a great partnership. We'll be shooting some episodes there soon. Again, got some feedback from some people that said that was a dope setup. They loved it.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to
super
D-Lo.
live. That was super live. And let's make sure we put some stuff. Cause there's been a few people that hit me up like, hey, remind me what cigar y'all was smoking episode such and such. So we gonna make sure we get better on our social media and get pictures and get little bios of these cigars that we smoking that we getting from McCoy. So that way y'all know what to go out and grab and try and do it like that.
And if you go to McCoy's and you see Doc or anybody working there, tell them the guys at the Oh Shit Pod sent you, man.
Yeah. This one is hitting.
Man, what were we sipping on? Because that got us.
We was on these ranch waters. That Terramana tequila. We'll get a picture of that too. And nah, man. That was fun.
Yeah, great episode. You see my boy Boga got the hat on. Lakers champions. Had to bring that up, you know what I'm saying? And last thing. The guys at the Poor Horseman was talking about the mics being smoky.
Talk to Phil, man.
Yeah, Phil called y'all out on
blowing
that.
all in.
This is for Phil. You get all that. Hope it's smoking for you. But yeah, this is episode 19. We out. Toast up, fellas. Great episode.
Yeah. Oh. Kitty.